So there's crazy people that get out of the shower to pee, and where did you see that on Twitter or something?
Yeah, they were like, there's people out there that if they're in the middle of the shower and they have to pee, they get out to pee and then get back in.
That's so dumb.
And
why would you do that? Why would you get out?
Some people think it's gross, like peeing on your feet and stuff. I don't know.
No, I mean, as a guy, I don't pee on my feet. I pee in the hole. Like I aim to the drain.
Well, us girls can't do that, but I have peed in the shower.
Yeah, I mean, but is it just straight peeing on your feet? Like, is that what it is?
I mean,
I'm not a girl.
Either, I mean, I don't know. You can squat so you don't pee on your feet.
But it'd be weird to just like kind of squat in the shower.
Well, I mean, like I said, if you just stand up and pee, just gonna go run down your leg, and that feels gross because the water is kind of cool and the pee's hot.
Yeah, that's what it's weird. Like peeing in a pool. Like even with a wiener, it's like you feel the warmth like in your shorts.
I cannot pee in a pool. I try. I mean, I have before, but like it's like I don't know. I don't like it. It feels weird. It feels really hot. It kind of burns sometimes. To me, I don't know. That's just me. But in a pool, I just can't.
Yeah. Every single pool I've ever been in, I've peed in.
And it'll, so don't swim with him. And then it'll take a long time too. Like I have to like concentrate and just kind of like. I do. Yeah, I do get that. Like it's kind of like you have to try hard because you're not used to peeing on yourself. Like you're just not used to it. So, we're not babies.
Yeah. So you gotta like kind of put a little bit of effort into it. I don't know. It's not like I really do it every single time, but it's like if I gotta pee, I'm gonna pee. Especially if I'm drinking in a pool, I'm peeing like every 30 seconds.
That's probably the only time I would do it. But I usually don't.
Oh man. To me, it's like I'm not even gonna think about it. If I gotta pee, I'm just gonna do it. Unless it's like a small pool or something. I think there's been instances where it's like a little pool. I'll get out and pee. Like, yeah, but not
pretty gross.
Not in a big old pool or like a Olympic size or anything like that.
What about pooping in the shower?
People, they call it waffle stomping. People have done it, and I personally haven't. I don't think I could. I would definitely get out if I had to poop. I've almost always, not almost always, I've always, every single time I've had to poop, I get out. But usually I'll finish the shower first.
You always poop before you shower, though.
Yeah, I do. But on those off chances or the instances where I go in and I have to poop, or I just got out the shower and I have to poop, and you're the one that kind of brought this up to me, like when we first started dating, that you just feel gross after, like if you take a shower, then you poop, and it just feels gross. And I get it. Like I didn't really pay attention to it because I was just like a single guy, didn't really care, But now it's like, yeah, I do feel gross, and actually I'll get back in the shower. I'll just wash off real quick, and it's not that I have like poop all over me or anything like that, but it's just. I just don't feel clean anymore because that's what the shower does. Is it cleans you. Hopefully people clean themselves in the shower.
Yeah, I think that's why I want like what's it called, like a bidet or whatever.
A bidet, yeah.
Just so you can.
I want to try one. I don't know what that would feel like. What do you think it would feel like? Would it feel like somebody's just like licking your ass or something?
No, I think it's like pressured, no? Like
I think
pressured water, so I could clean up without wiping. But then it's nasty, like it's gonna be wet. No, I don't want to be wet. I don't even like using wipes.
Yeah. Well, I like using wipes, but I definitely hit it back with like some TP afterwards. Like I go and like dab it off. Yeah, dry off. But in Thailand and a lot of places overseas, they just have the little hose next to the toilet. And it's because they don't use toilet paper. Yeah, you just spray it off. But that would just be so gross to me. Like I would imagine just poop particles just go like everywhere, and they just like as soon as you hit it, it's like I don't know.
I don't think you like do it standing up.
See, I don't even know. I wouldn't even
go into the walls.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to do. Like that would bother me. I would definitely buy toilet paper even if it was at a premium price. I would not want to do that.
I don't know. I guess we just have to Google how to use a
spray thing.
Water spray.
I
kind of want one.
Yeah, the bidet is something. The bidet is something that I would use, but not the little. It's literally like a little like hose, like that's on your sink, like the one that like is next to the piece. You just go and like I've seen it because I've been wanting to go to Thailand for a long time, and I've seen that, and I was just like, oh no, I'm bringing toilet paper.
Anyways, welcome back to World of Cristal podcast / YouTube channel. And for those that are new, welcome. I'm Cristal. This is my husband Tom.
I'm Tom.
You know how people have paintings on their tailgates?
Yeah, paintings on tailgates, man.
Or their windows, like the whole back window. It's like, did they actually were like, hey, they go to the go to the place to go put it on?
Like, who the fuck is doing these paintings? And like,
or did
that bothers me so much because it's always like like some Mayan dude with like a girl like all like this like stretched out, and like it's just ridiculous.
Or some like wolf heads.
Yeah.
Or horses. Or like the Virgin Mary or something.
Yeah, somebody got paid for that. And we live in Houston, and there's tons of Mexicans over here. We're Mexican too, but I don't have any family members that have artwork on their tailgates.
Or did they just buy the truck like that, know? But somebody had to put it on there. Like somebody thought that was a cool idea.
Yeah, cool
idea. I don't know.
No, I couldn't do that. I don't even like bumper stickers. Like whenever I was growing up, I used to really like bumper stickers and like stickers on cars and stuff. Like back when I was really into skateboarding. And now I just can't. Like I want the car like clean. I want the paint to look good. I definitely don't want a Virgin Mary or a wolf or anything. Like, I love America, but I wouldn't even get like an American flag on the back.
Yeah, you don't even like the little family stickers. He thinks you're stupid.
I hate that. It's dumb. I don't want to know how many fucking kids you have. Like,
or dogs.
Yeah,
actually,
dogs.
I don't mind dogs. Whenever you can put them on there.
Yeah, that's the one like sticker that I see, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I say, and she always calls me out because I'm like, oh, little Wubby, and you're like, where? And it's a sticker on a passing car
or on a billboard.
Yeah. On every kind of dog, which I call them little Wubbies. I've been calling them that since I think college.
Like somebody. It's like you called him. Look.
Yeah, he knows Wubby. He needs to just lay down. Yeah. But yeah, I can't stand stickers on cars, and we're thinking about putting a decal on the Tahoe because we drive a Tahoe, and we've been thinking about a decal for the business, like for the marketing side of stuff, video stuff. And I've really been debating on what I actually want to put, because I don't want to put something that's like stupid or annoying.
Basic.
I don't want something basic either. I just want it like across the back glass. But it's, to me, like I almost don't even want to do that, just because I really don't like stuff on cars, like stickers and stuff. Especially like whenever people have like a Honda Accord and it says like Accord across the side. I think that's so dumb.
Yeah. Sorry for calling y'all out.
Yeah.
No.
No, but even so, like the Tahoe has hybrid across the bottom because it's a hybrid Tahoe.
Yeah, and you hate it.
I at first I was mad. Like I really wanted to take it off, and then I saw that some of it I think is part of the paint. Yeah.
Like it's not like a sticker.
It's I think the word hybrid is on there painted, but then the outline is stickers. And I would not. I don't know. I just stickers on cars and wolves painted on the tailgate.
Virgin Marys.
Trucks. Yeah, like that shit bothers me so much. So as we're recording this, I literally need to, right when we're done recording this, I have to go pack because I'm going to be going to Spain for like a couple days. I have a buddy of mine that does like fitness stuff. I also record his podcast as well. So he's in a wheelchair and he does motivational speaking, and I got him a gig out in Spain for a TV show, and we're gonna go for like 3 days, and
they're gonna go.
just Zach and I.
I don't get to go.
Yeah, well, because it'd be crazy expensive to take you,
and so it's only for like you're there for like 2 days.
Yeah, like 2 days. Well, we asked for one more day, and they granted it to us, which was really cool. But one of the guest speakers on there is going to be, not guest speaker, but I guess one of the people who's going to be on the show is Daddy Yankee, and Zach's like super excited to meet him because he loves the song Gasolina.
Do you know the name of the show at all?
It's like Hermano something. But I was talking to the producer, the guy that I've been in touch with, and he doesn't think it's aired in the U.S. though. But they do have a YouTube channel. It's called El Hormiguero 3.0. I can't read that.
El Hormiguero.
El Hormiguero. What does that even mean?
Well, hormiga is an ant, so I don't know what they mean by that.
Is it the ant show or something, or like a small show or something? I don't know.
I don't know. The Hormiguero 3.0 con Pablo.
Yeah, Well, I guess the host is Pablo.
Oh, okay.
The host's name is Pablo, but it seems like a really cool show. They got we actually got bumped because we were supposed to do it like a couple weeks ago, and we got bumped because Will Smith accepted. And so I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool. Like later on, like in the
you got moved because of him.
Yeah, we they took Will Smith over us. Instead of some guy in a wheelchair with no legs that can lift 500 pounds. Instead they got Will Smith because he's way cooler, I guess.
That's cool. Man, I want to go to Madrid again. Well, I want to go to Barcelona.
Yeah.
Just because we haven't been there yet.
Yeah. No. Well, I hear really good things about Barcelona though, but every time I've spoken to somebody that's been to Spain, they say obviously it's always ever Madrid or Barcelona, and they always say like one or the other. Like if they've been to both, they're like, oh, I like this one more, or I like this one more, and so it's a toss up. I've never heard like negative things about both. It's always been good stuff. Or weren't we talking to somebody?
Yeah, the other day on
at the pool party. The pool party. She was saying
I don't know what name or
she was saying northern Spain is just really nice. Like like North Spain, they got really good like wine country and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. I just want to check out all of Spain, really. I'd love to live over there for a little while.
I just want to go back to Europe.
Yeah, Europe's nice.
My stomach is growling. I think you could hear it on the mic.
No, I can't hear anything.
I feel like I could hear it.
Yeah. No, but so after that, we're going to be going to, well, this isn't until like late August, but we're going to be going to Mexico City for another thing with Zach. He's doing like a fitness expo thing. He's going to be speaking there too.
Yeah, we're going to Oregon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
In August.
Beginning of August.
Yeah, beginning of August, and then end of August is going to be Mexico City, or as I like to call it, DF. Because that's what everybody calls it. I don't see why you have a problem with me calling it that.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just like, I feel like that's so much harder to say than just saying Mexico City.
No, DF. That's it. It's 2 letters.
I know it's 2 letters, but it sounds like 2 whole words.
No, it's not. It's 2 letters.
DF.
No, DF. That's it. It's almost 2 sounds. It's DF. Just DF. I don't see why you have a problem. It's because I was trying to talk to the guy that I was coordinating with to like book the plane tickets and all that, and I wanted to say like DF, and she's like, no, say Mexico City, and I'm like, why? He knows the guy lives in DF.
I don't know, it's so weird.
Yeah. And you're the one that speaks Spanish, like, I know, but
I don't call it that.
I mean, it is Mexico City, but DF. What did DF stand for? It's
the federal district.
Federal district, but in Spanish, everything's like backwards.
Distrito Federal.
Yeah, so they just say it backwards. But everybody over there calls it that.
Yeah, everybody over there does.
And if you say it to any Mexican or Latin American, they'll know. Like, they'll know right away. It's just like saying, oh, Austin. Here in the States, everybody knows Austin is the capital. Well, I mean, does everybody know that Austin's the capital? I don't know. When did you learn that like the capitals like in school? Like did you ever like were you into that stuff?
Oh no, I hated everything that had to do with like geography and social studies. Social studies was cool. History, like I was never into that.
Yeah, no, I loved history. I still love history.
I loved chemistry.
Yeah,
I think that was fun for me, and maybe because I had a cool teacher too, so he made the class super easy.
I had a terrible teacher.
Yeah, because my biology, I think I felt that because I had a crappy teacher. She was like in and out of the, like we had a lot of substitutes. Yeah. She was pregnant like 20 times. So, like,
grew up in the hood.
We didn't learn shit. Yeah. So I had to go to summer school for that. I think that was my first and only time I went to summer school actually. That was in junior high. But yeah, I think chemistry was fun. Math, I think I didn't like math, but I mean you just had to do it.
Math, yeah.
English, writing papers and stuff. I hated it.
I hated the a lot of the subjects that I didn't like was because of the teachers though. Like now I like writing. Like that's writing crazy, is fun.
Because it's true.
But that teacher, Mr. McCrae, like he made it fucking miserable for me. Like he had something out for me. I don't know what. I never did anything wrong. Like I might have talked in class, and the worst part is that everybody loved him. and like everybody loved him, and he just for some reason fucking hated me, and he would like send me to the office because I was like talking, and the whole class is talking, or maybe I was just a little shit and I didn't even know.
You probably were.
maybe, but I had so many more teachers that loved me, like and like they still use some of my work as examples. Like, and this is like 10, 11 years later, you know, and like Mr. Rodriguez, super cool. Like he still uses my stuff as a example. Your sister graduated like 2 years ago, and she was like, yeah, you know, he still uses that, which is really cool. And he appreciated the work that I put into his class, and the teachers that would appreciate me, I would appreciate them. I even
saw it.
Yeah, it was kind of like one of those things where I know that they're older than me, and I know like, but if somebody would just give me a little bit of disrespect, I had such a problem with authority at the time. I still do. I still like, I quit organized sports in high school, which I could have gone really far, but I quit it because of the authority. Teacher. Yeah. Because of Coach Willis. Like he was a jackass. Like he was being an asshole to me in the locker room. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to give it right back to you, dude. And I said, here you go, bub. And I threw him my clothes because they needed to wash them. And he said, I'm off the team. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't want to be on this team if you're going to be like that. Because it was just so stupid. Like it. But
it is crazy how literally, like, you can either hate or love a subject because of a teacher.
Yeah.
Literally, they can ruin it for you, which is fucked up. You know,
it's like chemistry. Like, I'm pretty sure I would have had fun in chemistry, like doing all that stuff. But the teacher was.
But if you ask me now, I don't remember anything.
Yeah. No, hell no.
But at the time, I was like, yeah, like I was like, I guess he taught really good and fun. That I was taking it all in and actually learning.
Yeah.
So I passed that class with A's.
Yeah. And these are things that you don't even know is going on at the time too, because you're just everything's like so over your head. Like nowadays, if like a high school kid, if I talk to high school kids or something like that, which I've done before, and I tell them like, hey, you know, this is, you know, what you can do with video and photo and blah blah blah. It just goes right over their head because they're not thinking about maturity. Like they're not mature yet.
I mean, we did the same thing. We didn't care.
Yeah, I didn't care, you know, and it wasn't until like
right older.
Yeah, right whenever I got like out of high school, I started having way more responsibility. I was working all throughout high school, but I had more responsibility, I had more bills and things like that, and so it dawned on me that maybe I was a little shit, and I apologized to my mom. And told her like, hey mom, I'm so sorry I had you coming up to the school all the time because I would get in trouble a lot and skipping, like, and she would get called and all that. Like I was like, man, I'm sorry. She cried. Like she was like, you're the only kid out of 5 that ever apologized for just being a dumbass. And because all my siblings ran away, like I'm the only one that didn't run away.
Calling them out.
Yeah, no, that's fine. They know.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, they know they did. But I whenever I told her that, I just had a newfound respect for them because they put up with all my stuff. And I realized that I was dumb. Like, I was really dumb. And there was a lot of things that I probably should have been in jail for that I did back in the day. And I'm glad I never, like, got caught. And I'm glad I'm obviously a better person now. Not obviously, but I am a better person now. I know that I'm a better person. I'm deep down inside. But, yeah, it's nuts.
No, I was a good kid, I think. I mean, I didn't skip. Like, the only time I ever skipped was whenever we were exempted for tests, which is not really skipping because you don't have to be there. But my parents didn't know. I would just like go out with my friends or whatever because they were strict. So I would use that that moment to go have fun, which is funny because I just told my mom this like not too long ago, but then I told her like that. So I got in trouble for skipping, but I wasn't even skipping. So that's like. It's stupid. Like whenever I did skip, I didn't get in trouble. But whenever I didn't skip, I got in trouble because it was like for PE, and they would take what's it called, roll call?
Yeah.
Like in the gym. So if I was still in the locker, changing or whatever, talking, whatever. So by the time and then I'm one of the first people, like I'm in the C's. So when they would call my name and I wasn't out there, they would just count me absent. And so that happened like over and over and over again. But I was there. And I mean, it's not like the coaches didn't know who I was. Yeah. They saw me there. Like they were giving us stuff to do.
It's them being lazy. Or just being a jackass. And that's what I'm saying. Little things like that.
Probably didn't like me because I don't know. Yeah. Like they were white, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's little things like that let me know that there was teachers that didn't like me. Like they went out of their way to like go like get me out of their way. And it is terrible. Hated it.
Yeah, so that was annoying. Yeah. So we had to go to court, and then I went to court. Well, my parents had to go with. Well, I had to go with them, and then I got probation for like 90 days or something. And I was like,
you had to go take a piss test.
No,
it was school probation. Like you just couldn't get in trouble.
Yeah, I couldn't get in trouble. Yeah, basically. But I was like, don't worry about it. Like I'm not gonna do anything bad.
I got sent to. It's called Apollo, but it's an alternative school for like the bad kids. I got sent there for like 30 days or something, which it was kind of a vacation from high school.
I heard it was fun.
It was like we would play dodgeball and just care, right? yeah. The teachers didn't give a fuck. Like they were like, I got the bad kids, I got the worst of the worst. I'm gonna be cool to them. And honestly, like the lady that I had, she was like a substitute teacher, but then they gave her a permanent position at Apollo, and like she was real cool. She was just like, hey, just don't have your phone, don't be bad, and you're just gonna get through this fine. And we just had to do like X amount of work per day, which was like awesome. You were in one classroom all day, and you just had like a one packet per subject, and so it alternated. So it was like one day you do history and this, and the next day you do this and this. But and like I played dumb a lot, but I knew that I was smart, and so I would do my shit in like an hour, and everybody else would be doing it throughout the whole day, and I'm just like, what do I do? And so I started playing with my tech decks.
Oh my god, you and your tech decks. He's obsessed. He's addicted.
Nah.
There's a box full of tech decks that he has. Yeah, but I haven't buying them.
No, I haven't bought a new one in a while. Actually,
in about a year, I want to say.
Yeah, the last one I bought was a real like wood one. So if you don't know what a tech deck is, it's a skateboard, like it's a fingerboard, but tech decks is like the cheap versions. And I honestly had to stop myself from like investing into the better ones, which are real wood. They got way better pop. Like they're really, really cool. It's super, like I'm actually good at it. And every time every time I show somebody like some tricks and stuff, like like kick flips, like I can do every type of.
He could do it while driving, while cooking, while pooping, like probably taking a shower. I'm sure if he took it in there, he would play with it.
But some of the boards, like the real ones, they're like $50 just for the board, which is the price of a real deck, like a real skateboard deck. And like there's like $60, $80 setups, and just ridiculous. But that's the one thing that turned me off from that. I ended up just getting like two like the $15 ones from Amazon, which were pretty good, but they fucked up really fast, and I haven't got another one since. And this was like a year ago. But I miss it sometimes.
But yeah, like he'll carry one in his pocket everywhere he went, like a little kid.
Yeah. And like, what was it? When did we go out recently? We went out somewhere, and I put on Snapchat, like it's like a bunch of like hot girls dancing, and like Cristal's over there dancing you were dancing with Claudia, and you're sitting there like dancing, having a good time, and then it's me like at the bar with the tech deck. This was like 3 weeks ago. I
don't remember that.
So many people fucking they messaged me on Snapchat. They're like, "Oh my god, what the hell?"
That's telling you you're addicted.
I'm not addicted.
Yeah, just like your clearance section addiction.
Oh, bro, let me tell you about the clearance section.
Every time we go to Walmart, we always have to stop at the clearance section because he needs to go see. I'm like, we don't.
It's new though. Like, I've never seen a clearance section at Walmart before.
I know it's always been there. We just never went.
No.
Yeah.
No, I've never
because
seen
it was always in the back. The Walmart and Channelview, I think, is in the back. But this one over here is like.
Dude, the clearance section is lit, man. Like, I got her this knife for like $1, and like if I see something that's really cool, I'll text like Pablo. I'll text my buddy, be like, "Hey, dude, this is for like $1. This is for $2, or there's this, there's that." And
he like bought me a calendar that I wanted.
Yeah, it came out to $1.50 for that. This is
hair dye, some
dry shampoo. She'd been saying, and see, you're over here talking shit about it, but I've gotten you a lot of stuff. I've only gotten me like 3 things, and I don't even remember what they were anymore.
I think you buy light bulbs. This for outside.
Yeah, I bought some light bulbs and a one of those what are they called? Like the proximity lights, like the lighting that goes off whenever somebody comes around. Security light, I guess. I got it for $3.50, and it was supposed to be like 18 something. Like we needed one, so I mean, all you gotta do is just find that clearance section, and there's so much random stuff. Like
but there's stuff that we don't even need, you know. So it's kind of like you're walking,
but I'm not
and you're
buying
like,
the stuff we don't need.
Yeah, because I stop you because I'm like, he's like, man, that's cool. I'm like, no, we don't need that. What about that?
There's like Jake Paul
like,
napkins.
No. Oh yeah.
We've been to like 3 different Walmarts, and they all have Jake Paul napkins. They say it's every day, bro. And I know because every time I see them, I laugh.
Oh my God, yeah.
No, but I mean, you were looking for dry shampoo and you didn't know which one to try, and I got you these ones that came out like they're normally like $7 for a little bitty can. Yeah, it's like $7 for it was $7 for a can. They came out to like $1.50 each or something like that, and you just ran out. And that was like, what, 2 months ago? So I got you 2 cans. And I mean,
you gave me another can from another brand, but I didn't really like that one. But yeah.
Clearance aisle at Walmart.
But every time we go by it, I always tell him, oh, here you go again with your clearance.
We went the other night.
Section addiction.
Yeah. we went the other night.
Yeah, last night actually.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I don't know. You never know what they'll have. They have, if you're interested in, like, old games, not old games, but, like, 2017, like, NHL, Madden, like 2K17, all that, like the basketball games. If your kids are looking for that stuff, like, they're, like, $5. And, I mean, I don't play video games that often, so I don't really care. But I'll send stuff to my friends, like, hey, bro, check this out. It's, like, $5. Russell, boy, no licking on the couch.
Duérmete.
So, Russell the dog, Russell the Pit on Instagram. It's Russell the Pit, right?
Yeah.
Russell the Pit on Instagram. Cristal started him on Instagram.
Go follow him.
Yeah, he loves to lick, and we have this rule at the house that he cannot lick on the couch, because that dude will. The downstairs couch is like a suede, and the upstairs is leather, but it's white, and I definitely don't want him to get like anything on the couch.
Get down if you're gonna keep licking. He's like,
he's
okay.
He's so reluctant. He's just like, oh, little baby.
He's the cutest baby.
When we watched Detective Pikachu
yesterday. That was the
every
movie
Pokemon looks
ever.
like Russell.
No, but Pikachu, like the way he does his little sad eyes, like that's how Russell looks at us whenever we're mad at him.
Whenever he gets in trouble.
Or whenever he does something bad and we haven't even done anything, like we haven't even yelled at him yet. I'm like, Russell, come here. And he's just like, he just those like, it's like the head down with the eyes up, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
And it's such a good movie. Like,
yeah.
I was telling Cristal that you don't even have to be into Pokemon to have enjoyed that movie. It was a good, like, I don't know.
It was a good story.
It was a good action movie, kind of like, not thriller, but it had a lot in it. Really good story, good characters, good acting. Like, I think one of the things, because I went to film school, which I totally regret. But one of the things about going to school and learning about all this stuff is that you pay attention to it, and like you notice things. You pay attention to bad acting. You pay attention to terrible camera movements. You pay attention to bad lighting, and like all these different things that will take me out of the movie.
It ruins it sometimes.
Yeah, it ruins it for me.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, like with me, kinda too, because either you call it out or not, or I notice now because you.
I've called it out so much. Yeah, my bad.
No, I mean it's fine, but like there's things where I'm like, oh, this person's like, and the thing is crazy because back then I never realized how bad some people were.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. There's lots of terrible movies out there. But one of the things that helped me to know that it's like a good movie in my head is that I'd never paid attention to anything. Like I was just so into the story or into everything that's going on that I'd forget like all of that. And that's like Detective Pikachu was that. Like I never paid attention to anything. As a matter of fact, I did kind of wonder like what city that really was, because it's so elaborate. I doubt they CG.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be like Tokyo or something.
I think it might be Tokyo.
Right.
Yeah, it might be Tokyo. But then it had the buildings that look like London, like the swirly cone building. It looks like a cone.
I don't know. I mean, I've never been to London, so I don't
know.
I've
seen it, like, but it's. I was really wondering like some of the CGI stuff, like how in depth was it? But it was really cool. Like I mean,
you should go watch it if you haven't yet. It's really good. Oh yeah, I was gonna say talking about pointing things out like in movies or shows. It just came up in my head, but I was watching Friends, and there's this one episode where it's like Monica and Phoebe like talking. Yeah, I think it was Monica and Phoebe, and then so it's Monica, you know, from the front, and then they cut into the side, and then it's somebody else. Like, it's not Monica. It's supposed to be Monica, but it's not her. And I noticed that, like, I was at work too, so I was like, you know, typing away, whatever. I happened to just look, and I'm like, that's a totally different lady. Like, they didn't even try. Like,
it was a terrible stand-in.
Yeah, like I was like, what the? I wonder if anybody else has like caught that, or if I don't remember what episode, but
there's tons of that stuff.
But that's like one of the ones that it would always like stay in my head.
Yeah,
because it was like so obvious that it wasn't her.
Yeah. We really like to watch It's Always Sunny, and I think it's funny whenever shows like that will obviously like exaggerate like stunts and stuff like that, and then it's a completely different person. To me, that's really funny. Like when it's like a black dude like jumping across the building whenever it's a white character.
Yeah, like different colored hands and whatnot.
Like that stuff is just so funny to me. I love that stuff. But It's Always Sunny is I love how they push the boundaries. I'm surprised they're still on, honestly. I think they almost got canceled once or twice.
Oh, I think but the last season was already, I think that was the last season, I think.
No, I think they were going to do one last season, but I don't think it's on anything yet.
I don't know. But I love It's Always Sunny. If you haven't watched that, also it's really funny. I mean, at the beginning, okay, so I think it took me about maybe 2-3 episodes for me to actually get into it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty funny, and then of course the first seasons are old, so you can tell by the makeup, the
way that everybody looks. It's like the beginning of the 2000s, I think.
Even like it's like what's it called whenever it's like a
4x3.
square? Yeah,
it's 4x3 instead of 16:9, so it's a square aspect ratio versus like wide like new TVs.
Yeah, but then it gets better. But either way, though, like the show itself, it's pretty funny.
The stuff that they do is just
they're so stupid.
Ridiculous.
It's funny.
Like I like how it's literally every episode they start off with a punchline, and then they figure everything out, because it's always a cold open, and that's what made me fall in love with cold opens, which is like pretty much you start in the middle of the action kind of, and then you explain everything else, or just let everything else play out. And every episode is named perfectly.
Yeah, like, and each episode's pretty short, right? They're like
22 minutes.
Yeah,
because it's on FX, so they got all those commercials and stuff. But it's like 22 minutes. But it's just like, I don't know, they're all funny every episode.
Yep. Russell, you want to say something?
Is he on the camera?
Barely. Look. I think he breathed in.
Yeah, he just breathed in it.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to like cut it soon because you have to pack.
Yeah, I gotta pack, so we're gonna have to.
He hasn't packed. Okay, you have to leave in about an hour and a half or 2.
I like 2 hours. That's way more than enough time. I need like 30 minutes to pack. Not even 30 minutes.
Dang,
what's gonna take me the longest is taking a shower, because I do not want to get on this long ass flight and not take a shower.
Yeah, true. I wish I could pack in 30 minutes. I have learned.
Yeah.
I've learned to pack faster.
Pack fast. We've done drunk packing,
and that was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my god!
I didn't have enough boxers. Like, you didn't have panties. We needed to go buy a bunch of shit, which was we never want to do that.
I think it's happened twice. For sure, one time we were going to. It was when we went to the river. Yeah. I think you forgot. Like, you didn't bring shorts or boxers or nothing. I think you only brought shirts.
Yeah, I was drunk as shit trying to pack. And we were like, oh man, we got to go to the river in the morning, which is like a 2-3 hour drive. But it was just, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I had 1 pair of boxers for 3 nights. I had like 4 shirts. I think
you like washed it in the shower and put it to dry, and I don't know, it was dumb. And then I think one time, another time that I drunk packed was whenever we went to the Post Malone concert right before going to New York.
Oh yeah, well, that was.
After we got home from the concert, we were already fucked up, obviously, and so we were trying to pack. And usually with me, it's like I used to, not now, but like I used to always make like a list of what I'm gonna take, like literally days before or a week before. That way, whenever I start packing, I start checking off the things that that I'm gonna take. But I don't do that anymore. I kind of because I guess the whole traveling thing helped a lot.
Yeah.
Now, because back then, you know how they say you're packing for 3 days and you're gonna take like 10 underwear just in case you shit yourself every day. I don't know, like, but so it's like, like it's not like you do it at home, like I don't know. And so I think I read somewhere on Twitter, or someone was like, I wear the same shirt all week, but for some reason I take like 10 shirts for like a weekend trip. Like like you're gonna change. But I do take a lot of clothes sometimes whenever I don't know what we're doing, which I hate. Yeah. Like I want to at least give me an idea of what we're gonna do. That way I'm prepared. And so I always overpack. But there's times where I'm like, nah. But I have underpacked before too. So I'm like, what do I do?
So one of the things, I overpack equipment, but I underpack clothing. But then I'm cool with wearing like the same pants. I don't know if it's a girl thing too. Like
when it comes to jeans, pants. I could wear the jeans. I mean, I guess same thing. Jeans, leggings, shorts, whatever. It just depends. Like if it's hot. I mean, you know how Houston is super hot. But if it's like you've been sweating, then I wouldn't want to wear the same pants again. But
don't ever drunk pack, guys. Just PSA. don't drunk pack, kids. It's the worst.
Yeah, because you'll forget stuff. I mean, the only thing. Blah. If that happens, all you have to do is just, I guess, buy stuff.
Yeah, but that was our goal, was to not really obviously spend unnecessary money, you know.
Yeah.
Which is a big part of like traveling for that long. Yeah. That was the funniest thing though. It's like oh shit, I forgot to pack boxers. Like of all things, the one thing that I really need.
Yeah. But yeah, one time we went to the store to buy underwear for me. I don't know where we went though.
I don't know. We were somewhere.
But I know I obviously underpacked, and I usually, like I said, I'll usually pack like fucking 10 underwears when we're just going out for a weekend.
You pack a lot of underwear, but your underwear's tiny though. My boxers are like, you gotta roll it up and make it small to fit in my luggage.
Yeah.
But yeah, your underwear is small. I don't. You can pack 10 and not worry about that.
Okay. Well, I think I guess that's probably the end, cause Tom has to pack, shower,
and play with Russell for a little bit.
Oh, you have to charge your stuff too.
Yeah, I gotta charge these batteries.
And Russell's over here playing on top of Tom. But yeah, thanks for listening and watching. It is kind of all over the place, but it was still fun, at least for us.
Yeah. Be sure to follow Russell the Pit on Instagram. Give him some likes so he can get a big ego and some free dog treats maybe.
And follow Tom on Everything But the Camera.
Yeah.
On Instagram, YouTube, I guess everything. Facebook,
Everything But the Camera.
Twitter, he doesn't really get on.
Yeah.
But he should.
Yeah, I should.
And
you at World of Cristal.
On everything.
Cristal. And check out the last episode if you haven't. We are on we're on iTunes. Are we on iTunes yet?
No, I think I gotta
submit it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube,
Google something.
Google Play.
Yeah.
Google Play. A couple different places. Working on other ones. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, be sure to DM us on any of those social medias that we just mentioned before. And
give us ideas for the next for the next podcast episode, whatever, because I'm gonna keep this going, you know.
Yeah, gotta keep it going. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.